Hello everyone, welcome to Wicked West Books. My name is Meg West, and today I am doing my May wrap-up video. I did read 7 books in May, and they were all very, very good books, and I'm excited to tell you which ones they were. So let's go ahead and jump into them. The first book I read because I was getting ready for the final book in the trilogy. That book, of course, was A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. And of course, the second I was done with A Court of Mist and Fury, I had to pick up A Court of Wings and Ruin. And while I really enjoyed this finale to the trilogy, it pointed out a lot of things that were similar to one of my favorite book series, which is why I made the video I made, I think it was 3 weeks ago now. I'll leave a link down below to it. I am going to be reading Throne of Glass series again as soon as I possibly can get to it. My schedule's a little bit full, but I do plan to make a part 2 to the Sarah J. Maas kind of series that I was doing. Only a second part because Sarah J. Maas only has 2 series out. I did really enjoy these books, and it gave me some good content for a couple other videos, so I really enjoyed them for that reason as well. As soon as I was done with that, I picked up Written in Red by Anne Bishop. I do not have the physical copy at the moment because I'm not the only one who read this book this month. I read it, my husband read it, my best friend read it. Yes, it was a reread for me because Anne Bishop is one of my absolute favorite all-time authors. Also see the Sarah J. Maas video. And this was the buddy read that my husband and I did for the month, and it was also the month that Heather decided that she wanted to read it, so we all read it kind of together. I love Written in Red. It is a completely different take on urban fantasy than anything else I've ever read, in which the secret world of the magical people is not secret. It's out in the open. It is the one that's in control, and it's an awesome book series. I fully recommend it. And once I was done with Written in Red, I picked up Dreams Made Flesh by Anne Bishop and Twilight's Dawn by Anne Bishop because this is from the Black Jewel series, and it is absolutely one of my top 3 favorite series of all time. It's way high up there. These are books like 9 and 10 in the series, so I don't recommend starting out with these 2, but after reading how similar Sarah J. Maas's books were to these, I had to read some more of these because I prefer these actually to Sarah J. Maas's books. I think these are a lot better, and Sarah J. Maas's books are fairly watered down and tame in comparison, if you can believe it. After that, I picked up the Booksplosion book of the month, which was Windfall by Jennifer E. Smith. This is a standalone contemporary novel. It's not as cute as most contemporary novels are. It does follow the story of Alice, Teddy, and Max when Alice buys Teddy a lottery ticket, and it wins. It wins $140 million, and it's just kind of the side effects of winning that much money when you're 18 and a boy. And that goes just about as good as you imagine it does. And the final book that I picked up during the month of May was my very, very first V.E. Schwab book. I've never read V.E. or Victoria Schwab for that matter, so it was my first book by this author completely, and that book was Vicious. Now this is a kind of alternate world type book where 2 teenage boys are playing around with experiments and they figure out themselves how to make themselves extraordinary, or in other words, to give themselves superpowers. They can't control what kind of superpowers they get, but they figure out the process of doing it. And they both take different outlooks completely on how their lives should impact the world and how other extraordinaries or EOs would affect the world, and they take their own stance on it, and both of them think that they are on the right side, so it's up to you to decide which one you agree with more. And I did really enjoy this book. The writing style was a little bit slower. It's a little slower paced book, so I took my time to read through it. It wasn't a page turner for me, but I did really enjoy it, and the premise was great, and I'm looking forward to reading more V.E. Schwab. And that's it. That's all 7 books that I read during the month of May. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have anything you want to say about any of these books, down below in the comments. I love to read your comments. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. I post videos every Thursday, or else I lose books. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wicked day.